Hi, today's Wednesday, the 1st of April. Happy April Fool's Day. No jokes here, but I feel like this week I am massively unmotivated. I really messed up my sleep schedule. I feel unmotivated and I feel like I haven't really done enough work because yesterday all I did was watercolor a character and create her digitally as well. I feel like that wasn't really enough work for the actual day, so hopefully I didn't get to do the stuff that I wanted to do last weekend, which was a whole bunch of stuff to try and find my list somewhere on my desk. But I had a list of stuff to do over the weekend, which, because of shopping for my grandparents and everything like that, I just wasn't able to get round to. But it was stuff like, God, I can't even remember it. Some embroidery work with environments, some recreation of the 3D models that I made and failed. But maybe I can kind of cram stuff into this week, because next week, which is the 6th of April, I meant to still be developing my characters and environments, but now I have to figure, and next week I really need to dial down in where they are and what environments, and kind of really figure out what I want to do for characters, their age, their personalities, how many I want, because it seems in TV shows or cartoons they either have 2 people or they have at least 4. I've been looking more at how I can make characters, or what medias I could do, because even though I am loving the digital work of it, I feel like my environmental work would not really be up to scale as well as my digital, but that is something that I'd have to test out. Of course I'm comfortable in doing watercolor workings. I feel like the wash is nice, I like the wash. Watercolor is probably my media of choice, as well as coloured pencil at times, but watercolor and coloured pencil go really well. The acrylic paint one, it's far too dark. I mean, if you were doing a really shady scene and everything was grim and, but for a hopefully utopian world, stuff is more light and bright and pastel, very clean white colours. I think acrylic paint wise, I shouldn't really go down that route because it just doesn't really give off the finish that I like, even though the block colour of it is something that I'm a big fan of. I also did the embroidered work on characters, not on the environments yet, but on the character ones, it's just, I think it must be the needle that I have, but I don't have any smaller ones. I think the needles that I have are tapestry needles, so they're meant for actual thick fabric and maybe a thicker thread, but the paper was too thick that I used a mixed media paper, which is extremely thick. I couldn't see where the needle was going, and I feel uncertain with how this is all going to come out. Hopefully it will go okay, hopefully, but to be honest, I just don't really know where to take it next or how to take it further. I don't know how to develop my skill to possibly get me a better grade. I don't know how to think out of the box more for characters, because you can't really create characters. I did a little bust of a fish head character, but I left that at college, but I took some photos of it and hopefully I can put it in my sketchbook. But I'm gonna go down the route of more humanoid characters with the fins, and I just don't know how I can think out of the box and think really creatively with them and how to develop them. So I think I'm really struggling with that because I'm kind of just doing the experiment with different medias, experiment on how this would look and how this would look. But I feel like what I could do is just, what's it called? I could copy them onto pieces of paper, put them underwater, put them in front of glass bowls and stuff. I'm thinking of doing that for the acrylic paint one because it's one of the more bolder ones. So for this, I think I'm gonna try and copy it. I'm taking some photos of these or uploading them onto Photoshop and kind of seeing if I could do that same blurry effect digitally. And I got Photoshop, so hopefully I can do that. But looking at my to-do list, I did digital characters, at least 2 of them. I did watercolor for some bases. I did acrylic paint. I don't really know what to do with color palettes because I'm quite happy with the color palette that I have now. It's just very blue based. Blueies, maybe some tan, brownish, maybe an orange could go really well in there. I feel like for the amount of days I haven't done that much work and I'm kind of disappointed in myself, and I feel like it isn't running as like full on as it really should be. But I'm gonna do a tarot card reading to hopefully make myself feel better tonight. Yeah, I mean, on my timetable it says that I should do more developments and progressing, digital looks with environments and characters, so I'm gonna have to do a digital look for environments, not just watercolour based, because I need to step out of my comfort zone, so that will happen this week. And choosing which media would go best for what, so this week it is probably just choosing what media I should progress with and develop with. But you know, next week it is still quite not flimsy, flexible. Next week is quite flexible in what I could do, because I could still just try and experiment more next week after the feedback from this. That would be great. So if I could add that in on my plan, that would be great. But right now that's really my thoughts on my current sketchbook from Wednesday and a couple days ago. It's going pretty slow. I don't know if I already showed you, but for my contextual studies, I researched some of the artists who are on that 50 artists you should know. And so I looked at some of them and I will have to show you some of them. Hannah Hock as well with some collage. I could do some collage. Writing that down because I could do collage. So yeah, Hannah Hock with her weird and wonderful collages. I think they're so cool, to be honest. And she's one of the first people to actually create like a collage. I really want to have a look at that artist. I can't remember her name, but she's obsessed with pumpkins that you put on the contextual studies one yesterday. I really want to have a look at her, so I'll try and find her name, but I'm just going to write pumpkins on my hand. Anyway, that's been my Wednesday, and I hope my lack of motivation won't really carry on tomorrow or the next couple of days. I'm going to try and work over the weekend. I don't even know if I'm working Saturday, but I have some stuff to do, and I'm happy that I have some stuff to do, because if I didn't, then I don't even know where I'd be. If I didn't have this plan, then I don't know where I'd be. Thank you for listening, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow. Hi, it's Thursday and it's around like 1:45ish. I know that I still need to edit this video and I won't be able to include everything that I've done today in it. Currently I'm doing some embroidery on this. I use this really nice lavenderish thread as the hair, but because I did the sketch in pen, you can't really see it that well. You can only really see it in the light. But I'm going to be doing the skin tone in this kind of in this greenish one, and then the clothes will be done in this bright pink. So hopefully you'll be able to see it, at least some of it. But oh, I could do like a bright pink. We'll see what I do. But yeah, I'm just doing some embroidery. It's coming out okay, but it's very time consuming, and to be honest, I don't really think that I could be able to develop with this media just because it is so time consuming. The only time I'd really be able to like create something out of embroidery is if I was doing a final piece to give myself enough time, and then you have to think of how the backgrounds are coloured because I'm only doing it lined, embroidered, and not filled. That's kind of just how it is at the moment. I think what I said yesterday with not really knowing what to do now or how to develop it further and up my grade is very true. I just don't know what to do. I feel a little bit better today, probably because I did some artist research on that lady who loves pumpkins, and I'm proud of that. So I'm kind of just coming off from that high, but I will, I don't know what to do. I'd probably sketch out some more bases, I won't even colour them or anything. I'd probably just sketch them out, and I might alter. I think I'm only going to have 2 characters because I can really focus on them and make them the best that they could be, so I might just develop those and trying to get their personalities across more through the way they look. So I think that's where I'm gonna be, you know, trying to make the most out of this. I'm very tired and my sleep schedule is still so messed up. Any feedback that you give me, I feel like I need to get done over the weekend. So hopefully I'll record some of that and hopefully actually get stuff done over this weekend. But other than that, I don't really have any other things that I need to do. But thank you, and I'll see you later. Bye.